High School, and I'm going to talk to you about SeaWorld. So this is Tilikum. He was the largest orca kept in SeaWorld's park. He was captured at the age of 2 near Iceland. While he was captured, his family was left behind. So he went to a park named Sealand in British Columbia, and he was mistreated there for a long time. He was forced to live with 2 female whales that didn't get along with him, and he was beat up by them a lot. He wasn't given food as a way to train him, and he performed 8 times a day, every hour for 8 hours. One day in 1991, one of the trainers fell into the pool. Him and the 2 whales that are in his tank were pushed to their limits. Because of the stress, they dragged her under and then started throwing her around, and eventually she drowned. So then because of that, Sealand closed and Tilikum was put up for sale. SeaWorld saw that the largest orca in captivity was for sale, and they bought him immediately. 1 year after that, he was starting to perform again, which is actually against the rules because he was known to be violent. So this isn't the only killer whale that unexpectedly turned violent because of captivity. This happens a lot because one of the reasons would probably be because a lot of the trainers aren't even biologists. They're hardly qualified because they're just performers. One of SeaWorld's motives is supposed to be to save and conserve animals, but their animals have tons of health issues. They're really badly cared for. So SeaWorld does many things that are awful and inhumane. It's completely appalling to me that they are still in business making money off of these poor creatures. There are a ton of problems with the whales' health, and there are also problems with how they get the whales. So some of their health issues include sunburns, which you can see most of the whales have collapsed dorsal fins. They get injuries from being in close quarters with whales that don't get along with them, and they actually have shorter lifespans usually in general. A lot of these are caused by the sizes of the tanks they're kept in. Usually orcas can swim deep below the ocean protected from sunburns, and in SeaWorld they are kept in really shallow pools for a creature of their size, so they don't get any shade. A collapsed dorsal fin is probably caused by the fact that they don't get to swim around very much, and also the diet that they have, which is just thawed dead fish, and sometimes they're fed gelatin. They have to live with whales that they don't like, so they often fight and get injured like that, and they're usually kept in really small tanks with them. And the largest tank that SeaWorld has, in order for an orca to swim the distance it would in the wild, it would have to swim 1,208 laps in the pool. Their teeth are also damaged usually because they will chew on things because they're bored and depressed and stressed out, so their teeth get all messed up. Also, SeaWorld captures and kills tons of orcas. They will kidnap orcas from the wild, and then the ones that are with those, but they don't capture, they usually kill. Families are usually torn apart, and many innocent animals are murdered. In conclusion, SeaWorld is a generally terrible place. They treat their animals terribly and do not get them in good and moral ways. The whales have tons of health issues and do not occur often in the wild. SeaWorld is just unethical and wrong. It is ridiculous and outraging to me that some people are still supporters of SeaWorld and think that SeaWorld is truly a good thing.